Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is Daybreak on Trust Television, and of course we've gotten to that segment of the program where you, our viewers, get to contribute on the discussion. Today we'll be talking about the NIN SIM linkage and of course the deadline for the linkage of SIM cards that's now been given by the National Identity Management Commission through, of course, a directive from the Nigerian Communications Commission. It says that the Nigerian Communications Commission has directed all mobile network operators to complete the mandatory SIM-NIN linkage by September 14, 2024 in a statement by its spokesperson. The NCC reported that over 153 million SIMs have been linked to NINs, achieving a 96% compliance rate. The Commission also warned that starting September 15, 2024, no SIM will operate in Nigeria without a valid NIN, and vowed to crack down on the sale of pre-registered SIMs to ensure national security. So the conversation, of course, is going to be on this, and perhaps I should give maybe a little background. So the NIN SIM linkage is supposed to be one of the measures that Nigerian security agencies uses to track activities, be it illegal activities or activities of bandits, terrorists as well, for example kidnapping. So it's supposed to be able to use this SIM card modules through the NIN to track SIM cards of maybe abducted persons or SIM cards of persons engaged in activities of maybe ransom negotiations and the likes of that. So the phone lines is going to be open. First of all, what do you think of the deadline? Should it be extended to capture more Nigerians, even though the NCC is saying it has achieved a 96% compliance rate at this point? What are your thoughts on the effectiveness of having the NIN SIM linkage and the fact that security situation in Nigeria is the way it is? We're still recording cases of abductions. We've not started to see as much as possible the security agencies coming out to say we've been able to achieve this rescue, or we've been able to checkmate this crime, especially as it regards to insecurity. Of course, for cybercrime, we've seen quite a number, but not so much has been heard in terms of security, has it? So what's your take on this? Are you satisfied with the level at which the situation is? Would you rather prefer for an extension of the deadline of the NIN SIM linkage so more Nigerians are captured? What's your take on the activities of pre-registered SIM cards operating in Nigeria? I think at one point the NCC said it noticed around over 100,000 SIM cards. But then we have a caller now. Good morning, welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Shatima Yakudima, calling from Maiduguri.
Shatima, good morning, welcome. How's Maiduguri this morning? Here in Abuja, it's quite a chilly morning. Did it rain in Maiduguri today?
No, it is not rain today, but it is rain yesterday.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's hear your take on the, of course, conversation.
Of course, seeing about the SIM registration.
Yes.
Well, to me, the deadline, they're supposed to still extend it, because I went to link my Glo. It took me almost 3 hours before I finished the linking. They have been complaining about the network themselves. They say the network is bad. Before even your picture will be snapped, it is another stress. Because we make a snapping of my picture over almost 6 times before it is sick. So you see, if you consider the population of Nigeria, the time is supposed to be continual process up to the time they will link each and every one. Because I think this time, our people in the village and our people in some rural areas, and now it is raining. They cut off road means to come to the city and make the link. Honestly speaking, though it's a good exercise. Of course, it is a good exercise. But the issue is the time frame. The time frame to me is too short.
All right, Chetima.
It's supposed to be extended the time so that they can be able, each and everyone, to make the leakage, the link.
Thank you so much, Chetima, for the call.
Thank you. You're welcome, Sagir.
And the Chetima, regular caller there, calling all the way from Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, talking about probably a continuous registration, a rollover of some sort to ensure that Nigerians, continue to link their NIN SIM card, their SIM cards with their NIN, of course. While he suggests that, you also have to bear in mind that the NCC says it has achieved 96% success rate. So, going by that figure, maybe there might not be so much as the need for that. But then tell me what your situation is if you're trying to register or trying to link your NIN with your SIM cards and you're experiencing any problem. We have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? Please turn down the volume of your TV set so it doesn't interfere with our conversation.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Nicholas. Okay, I'm calling from Lagos.
Nicholas from Lagos. Welcome to the program. What's your take?
My take is this SIM-NIN linkage ought to be a regular exercise, continuous. Because when you see people do that SIM almost every day, why the SIM every day? At times, either the SIM will go damage, or the SIM will lost, or the phone will go damage that affects the SIM. Then, all those things need
Nicholas, could you please turn down? Nicholas, you can see that the sound and the volume of your TV set is causing interference while you're trying to contribute on the program. Please just turn down the volume of your TV.
I hope it's okay now.
Okay, it's much better.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Go on.
Yeah. The issue,
Go on, Nicholas. I can hear you.
especially in some areas, like for many people, that SIM they don't have the name. They will go, they won't get it. Most of the time, like my wife's phone, I use my own name to link her SIM because of the interference of the internet. We will go there and say no network.
Okay, I understand. So, Nicholas, what's your suggestion now to the NCC? Should the deadline be extended?
Let it be extended. You don't need saying let them stop it from life. Let them make it extend it.
All right.
Let it be a continuous process.
All right. Thank you so much, Nicholas, for calling in. Yes, so I'm just going to re-echo the rules of engagement again. If you're calling into the program, please do well to turn down the volume of your TV set so it doesn't interfere with the conversation. There's going to be echoes, and we really don't want to have those echoes while we're talking because it also interferes with the audio here in the studio. But then Nicholas has suggested for an extension of the deadline for the linkage of SIM and NINs. Let's get the take from this caller now. Good morning, welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, your name and your location, please.
My name is Benedict Unisa.
Calling from where?
I am calling from Kogi State.
Benedict from Kogi State. Welcome to the program. What's your take on the conversation?
Yes, my taking on conversation is that this country we are today. Today you hear how things are happening, things are going up, things make especially of the area of this fuel. The fuel. Hello?
I'm with you, Benedict. Go on. Benedict, I can hear you. Perhaps Benedict would need to call us again. Benedict was trying to make a point with relations to, of course, fuel subsidy. But then we have another caller now. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Welcome to Daybreak Interactive.
I'm Simon Haruna from Borno State.
Please, can you repeat your name again?
I say I'm Simon Haruna calling from Borno State.
Simon from Borno State. Welcome to the program. What's your take on the development?
Development is so far good because even me, I have already linked my own.
Okay, and how was your experience, Simon?
Hello?
Simon, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, you said you've successfully linked your SIM with your NIN, and I wanted you to tell us how your experience was. Was it a smooth process, or did you encounter any challenge?
Yes, I've encountered because when I went for the registration, there were many people there, but it took me a time before I linked the SIM with the NIN. But so far, I thank God since I've already linked my own, because for the first time they have blocked my own before they reopen again.
Okay, so what are some of those challenges that you encountered, or people that also came to link their SIM cards were encountering? What are some of those challenges you saw?
The challenge is that they say that the linking of the NIN with SIM is free, but when I went, I said it before.
Okay, all right then. Thank you very much, Simon, for the call.
On the screen, I checked that screen on the TV. The spelling of linkage there is something not correct.
All right,
let them check.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the observation, Simon. It's going to be corrected. Thank you so much. All right then, Simon there with his contributions on the developments, talking about the linkage of the SIM card with NIN to checkmate crime, to checkmate the activities of cyber criminals as well. But as much as possible, what are the experiences of we Nigerians registering or linking our NINs with our SIM card? Some persons have called in to say majorly they had network challenges, which made it even more difficult. But then what are some of the other challenges that Nigerians are facing while trying to link their NIN with their SIM card, and that has prevented them from doing so? How many percent of Nigerians have created the NIN, as the case may be? But then let's hear from this Nigerian. Good morning, welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay. I'm Okechukwu.
Okechukwu, calling from where?
From Ebonyi State.
From Akwa Ibom State.
Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi, my apologies, Okechukwu. Welcome to the program. Please proceed with your contributions.
Thank you. Wow, I've been waiting to see this day an opportunity for me to tell Nigerians that we have not been treating us well in this country.
Okay.
They keep making things difficult to Nigerians. I don't know why. This NIN of 18, nobody received NIN without capturing. Hope you know.
Indeed.
Every data of yours we all captured, both computing, picture and data, everything about you were captured before NIN is being given to. Why not this network provider give us a code, just like the way we do the recharge card? You buy the recharge card, you write the number, star, whatever, end it with us, send it, then there's something we link. This is what we've been expecting to ease us off of this unnecessary stress. I know how many times I've gone to Glow office for the same NIN of 15. They could not link me. And to tell me, come, the person that will do it is not sick. Okay, today, okay, come tomorrow. Tomorrow, there is no network. Next tomorrow, come again. I've gone to the office more than 5 times to no avail. Transporting myself from a distant place.
Okay, Chukwu, have you been able to link? Okay, Chukwu, have you been able to link your NIN with your SIM now?
I've not. That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
They should give us an easy code that you can dance or whatever.
Indeed.
Enter your NIN with us, then there's something we link. This NIN data has everything about you. Because I was comforted one of the officers, they say, you must do capture, you must do some printing so that it will take it. I told them that this printing and capturing of data have been done with NIN.
So, okay, Chukwu,
everything is there.
Okay, Chukwu, if I can get you right, you have all of what you need to do to perform your NIN SIM linkage. The problem is not from you.
Yeah.
The problem is that you keep going back to the Glow office, and for some reason they are not able to do it for you.
Good.
Interesting. Well, hopefully, okay, Chukwu, I definitely hope that they can hear you right now, and would definitely have to do something about it. But do you think that it's feasible for the NCC to give this directive that by September 15 it will be the deadline for the linkage of the SIM and NIN, of course?
That September 15 will not be enough. Because if our service provider will be able to attend to as many that comes on each day, it will be enough. But you keep going, they keep giving you one reason or the other.
Right.
They will tell you network today, they will tell you another story tomorrow. You discover that 15th of next month is not even enough to attend 10% of Nigerians.
All right. All right, okay, Chukwu. Thank you so much for your contribution.
In fact, they should have sent it to December.
All right.
And make sure they work on their network provider so as to help us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Okechukwu, for the call. And I hope that more Nigerians like yourself who are experiencing this sort of challenges would call in so the authorities, can hear your plight as to the challenges that you're facing. At this point, it's not just up to you alone. Of course, you have what you need, your NIN numbers. If it were the fact that you didn't have the NIN, well, that would have been a different question. But then you have the NIN, and for some reason you cannot link it, and then there's a deadline that states that if you don't link, your line will be blocked. So where do you go from there? Talk about the rock and the hard surface. But we then have another caller. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Bambazaka.
And you're calling from where?
Hello, I'm calling from Kogi.
From Kogi. Dan from Kogi. Welcome to the program. Please, what are your thoughts on the topic of discussion?
I'm calling from Kogi.
Go ahead, Dan. I can hear you. You might need to turn down the volume of your TV set. That's what's causing the interference.
Yes, sir.
Dan, can you hear me?
I'm equally sharing my experience like just the last speaker spoke. Yesterday, it shocked me. These people... Hello, sir.
I can hear you, Dan. Go ahead.
I've been using MTN number for over how many years? All this main number. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, Dan. Dan, proceed. I can hear you.
And they block my line. They block my line, sir. They block my line.
Okay, and how has been your experience trying to link your NIN with your line? Dan, I'll need you to call us back. We're struggling to, communicate at this point. Maybe you should give us a call back. Please turn down the volume of your TV set and, of course, use your phone. It's not going to be possible to have a seamless conversation if your TV set is on and you're trying to listen to me from the television while you respond to my questions. You'd rather need to use your telephone instead. So please, Dan, give us a call back. We have another caller, of course. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, I'm Ibrahim. You're calling from Zaria, Kaduna State.
Ibrahim from Zaria, Kaduna. Welcome to the program. What's your take on the topic of discussion?
Yes, my take is that I don't think there's any need for a deadline.
Okay.
Because this something should be an ongoing thing. That today I want to change my, for example, I want to change my my network probably from MTN to Glow. So I'll need to link again with my name. So I don't think it's something that I don't know. Nigeria like make it complicated for ourselves. Just take for example, even like the what they call it, voters card, that we usually give deadlines when it's time for elections. There's no need for that, because today someone will become 18 years old and he will need to, for example, get a voters card. So I think all these things should be ongoing. There should be no need for deadline.
Okay.
Is it voters card? Is it name registration, SIM registration, whatever? No need for any deadline. It should be an ongoing process. We just like complicating things for ourselves in Nigeria, honestly.
All right, Ibrahim, thank you so much for your contributions on the conversation. Ibrahim says there's absolutely no need for a deadline. It should be a continuous registration process, so Nigerians continue to link their SIM cards with their NIN. But there's a little bit of something that I probably would want to say, and that is, well, Nigerians are known to be active, or generally humans are known to be more active when there's a deadline to something than rather not having a deadline. So perhaps that's the reason why the government are taking the direction that they are. But we have another caller now. Good morning, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mr. Samuel Sunday is coming from Kwara State, Ilorin.
Mr. Samuel from Ilorin, welcome to the program. What's your take on the conversation?
Yes, what I would suggest is that they should make it seamless. It should be a continuous exercise. And if I may ask, is there no way we can do it on our set? Instead of maybe all this waste of man-hour, all this endangering people's life, queuing up and down. There's a way we can do it on our set. That one will be very much easier than going to queue. Indeed. I think that's just my own take about it.
Thank you so much.
There's a way we can do it on our set. We should do it on our set instead of all this unnecessary waste of time. And it should be a continuous exercise. That's just my take.
All right then. Quite simple and short take from Mr. Samuel calling all the way from Ilorin. Thank you so much for the call and for the suggestion. It should be a seamless exercise as much as possible. I recall that there used to be a number, a USSD code that you could dial to link your NIN with your SIM. I think then all you simply needed to do was dial the code, put your NIN on the line that you wanted to link, and that would have been the end of the process. But I don't know what happened with that number, whether it's no longer working. Perhaps Nigerians can call in to give their take on whether it's still active or not, because it's such a long time since I did mine. But then we have another caller. Good morning, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I am Ayuba from Gombe State.
Ayuba, welcome from Gombe. What's your take on the discussion?
My take on the discussion is that this linkage should be that one that will be a simple exercise for every Nigerian. And they should make their gadget and whatever they use to register the system more robust to accommodate quite a number of customers, so that the customers would not be complaining about man-hour and other logistics problem. I think that will help. If they don't, that will help to soften the burden on Nigerians, because there are so many needs to meet up nowadays. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for the call. So, also talking about the need to make the process as seamless as possible. Ayuba calling all the way from Gombe. Many thanks for your contributions and, of course, your thoughts on the developments. So, Nigerians would have to go queue for long hours, just like Ayuba and also the previous caller had said. But we have another caller now, to give contributions on the developments. Good morning and welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Afolabi, calling from Niger State.
Afolabi from Niger. Thank you for calling into the program. Go ahead with your contributions.
My contribution is, to my own opinion, I would prefer the day should be set. The Nigerian issue, the name that no date, people will relax. since it's going to be a continued process. But having said that, I will have urged the government to put more pressure on network providers so that they can extend more offices where we can make this SIM linkage. Because like where I'm coming from, I think for some of the they only have 2 offices. So I'm talking in the whole of India here. They only have 2 offices. While some of the network providers have 1 office. And we at Nigeria, people have more than 1 SIM, 2 SIM, 3 SIM. While and the offices where I have 1 office. Look at the amount of people that will be going jail. And then there's a congestion in fact, the reason due to them will be robbed. I was a victim there. We had kill. Before I even the phone has been pulling away. The highway responsible. So they should provide more offices.
All right.
It should be like 2 offices in the whole of Mina, 1 office in the whole of Mina. I would like to mention better providers. But some have only 1 office. Some, in short, the highest we have in the night is 2. And look at the amount of people that will be going there for SIM linkage. So the network, in short, even if you get to enter the office, you have 4 or 5 people that are heading to you. And look at the amount of people that are queuing outside. The last one they did before to open everything. In short, they even broke the office that they are not going to fight. Yes. So there's some offices, you should be like 10, 15. You just go there to pay time and do and go out. And for the incoming, it should be open for the existing thing. There should be a time frame. That is my contribution to God bless Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much for those contributions, Mr. Afolabi, calling all the way from Niger State, talking about the need also to make the process, seamless to ensure that Nigerians don't continue to suffer, waiting for long hours on queues. Talking about the provision of more locations across different parts of the country. He spoke about the experiences that he has had and how it has made it difficult for quite a number of Nigerians to, get this done. Talking about seamless processes, of course. But then at this point here, this is where I say thank you very much to all of our callers who called in with their contributions, with their suggestions, with their comments, and also their concerns on these developments. To those who tried calling, who were unable to call into the program, I say next week is going to be another time. And if you're an avid viewer of Daybreak Extra, then of course tomorrow is going to be a lovely opportunity for you to call into the program. But then thanks to everyone who contributed to this segment. We'll now be going on a quick break, and when we return, we'll be serving you more on Daybreak. Stay with us.